I'd like to talk to you about credit cards. Within our economic environment, we have vendors that will say no cash, credit cards only, and others that will say no credit cards, cash only. Here's a bit of insight into my experience. Credit is defined as the ability of a customer to obtain goods or services. And the key part of it is it's before payment and it's based on trust that a payment will be made in the future. A card is simply a small rectangular piece of plastic. It's issued by a bank. It contains our personal data in machine-readable form, and it's chiefly used to obtain cash or credit. So bringing the two together, a credit card is simply a small rectangular piece of plastic. It is issued by a bank. It has our personal data in machine-readable form so that a person can buy today and pay for a purchase tomorrow. Many individuals will tell you, pay cash and live debt-free because credit cards are dangerous. I say no to that, and I rethink this statement. People who use credit cards unwisely, they are the ones that are not smart. They put themselves in a dangerous position. So it's not the credit cards that are dangerous, it's the people that use them. I know because I was one of those individuals. My choices around credit cards started like this. I obtained my first credit card in college. I had 20 plus before I graduated. I charged more than I made on my part-time college job, and my justification was that it was good for building credit. But my second justification was that it was certainly good for my social status. I could go wherever I wanted, I could buy whatever I wanted, and there was no incidence where there was something that I could not purchase. I purchased a ton of things that I could not afford. I used my weekly paycheck for needs in the present, which meant that my credit cards, well, those bills that represented purchases from the past were ignored. Now, someone made a statement to me. They said, if you have a large credit card balance, it's like building your credit, just like you would muscle. Just keep adding on the weight. Well, the problem is if you carry a large credit card balance, you are giving up today's salary for yesterday's purchases. And not only that, you are creating stress when tomorrow's bills require all of tomorrow's earnings. Those credit cards that you have, another wise person said, just pay it off every month. Well, that worked if I had enough monies. But then I had to ask myself this question. If I pay off my credit card every month, why have a credit card? Great question, right? Why have a credit card? Well, here's the answer. You don't really need one if you're spending within your means. But if you had one, you want to assign a purpose before use and do not use without purpose and limits. So what advice would I give the 17 to 21-year-old me who is much wiser now looking back? I would tell myself, don't get a credit card during college. I would also tell myself, if you do get one, charge no more than the cash that you have available on hand at the end of every paycheck. I would tell myself that 10 to 20% discount that the retail stores offer you is not worth the recurring monthly charge of 25 to 39% added to the cost of your purchase. I would tell myself, get a prepaid card or use a debit card if you just like the swipe action. I would tell myself that no one ever tells you that credit cards can actually destroy your credit rather than build it. What's amazing about all of this is many of the purchases that I made, I either gave away or donated at the end of my college time. The college buys that you make are not worth the future sacrifices. So here's where I am today. I hope my experiences help you make wiser decisions. Credit cards, thankfully, are more difficult to obtain before 21, and you may need a cosigner with credit initially to even obtain one. But if you can avoid it, don't get one. And when you are financially abundant or sufficient, do not cosign. I had unnecessary debt for things I did not have, and they were not smart decisions. Be smart.